I am love, I am light, I am peace, I am whole. I peel back the layers of who worshipped me, the old conditioning, the past history. I strip away the labels, the weight and the names. I step out to shadows and out of the gates. My trials were clouds, not the sky that is true. I return to the essence, I'm starting anew. I stop living in moments that no longer exist. I release every memory I used to resist. The past has no power, the past has no tone. I find the melody I've always sung. I don't waste my breath from the if or the why. I let the old versions fade out and die. I am here in the now where the magic begins. This is the moment where light always wins. I choose my freedom over their mistakes. I heal the root when my power awakes. I don't hold a grudge, I don't carry the weight. I release the anger, I release the regret. Forgiveness is how I remain so secure. No bitterness lives in the temple I build. I move through the world and I feel so fulfilled. I am love, I am light, the frequency shining through the night. I am the source, I am the flow, the only truth I need to know. Every person I meet is a mirror I see, reflecting the state of the love inside me. If I see a shadow, I shine even more, until love is the only thing left on the floor. Nothing outside has control of my feel. To the power of love, I completely heal. I am the peace that I used to see. Love makes the ego look small and weak. See how love finds me every single day. See how kindness always leads the way. See how I am the frequency I hold. I am the spirit, I am the goal. See how blessings follow my name. I am the spark, I am the flame. Every new breath is an upgrade in time. I am abundance, I am divine. I am love, I am light, the frequency shining through the night. I am the source, I am the flow, the only truth I need to know. I choose to see beauty, I choose to see grace. I see the divine in every face. Negative energy has no place in my mind. I leave all the heaviness drifting behind. The highest vibration is where I reside, with nothing to prove and nothing to hide. I am the ripple, I am the sea, I am the love that sets everyone free. My heart is an open, eternal door. I don't need to search for signs anymore. I am the answer, I am the way, I am the sun in the middle of day. I am grounded in truth, rooted in peace. As I love myself, all struggles cease. I rise above drama, I rise above I am peace. I am whole.
Isn't that awesome? Really glad you're here. Just realized my mic wasn't right. Huh. Damn it. Really glad you're here. Can you hear me? Huh. Damn it. Really glad you're here. Hold on. Can you hear me? Huh. All right. Hold on. Plan B. Plan B. Plan B. Doobie-doobie-doo-doo-doo-doo. Check. Fixing. This is what I get for being on the road. Check. All right. FaceTime. Do. All right, that should be good. Check, check. All right, let me get a 5x5. Maybe. Little delay. Can you hear me now? 5x5. Thanks, Bree. Appreciate you being here. All right. Let's do this over. Welcome. I'm Denise, and you were with me on the virtual Do Better Ranch, where we're rebuilding America one good human at a time. This is your time. This is the space I share to keep the American dream and love of this country alive. The country, not the government, not a political party, just us. We, the people, become the people who shape the future. We protect each other. We protect those who cannot protect themselves, because everybody has a bad day once in a while. We also know that it could also be the best day ever. So we celebrate that with each other. And tonight we're going to spend some time talking about what we can do to start a collection of best day evers. That's what lies ahead tonight. But first, if you would join me with this handsome man singing the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, mercy sakes. Check this out. My favorite, huge fan, Mike Rowe.
Sing under a minute, shall we? It can be done. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Now play ball, for God's sake. Also, singing it quick, it's easier to remember the words. All right.
There you go. How about that for a kickoff? It's a good day. It is a good day. One of these days I'll be retired, so I could do this full time. This is fun. All right. Listen, I'm really glad you're here. Tell me in the chat while we're waiting for some more folks to join us. Tell me in the chat if you have a best day. Give me an example of your best day ever in the chat while I get some things out of the way and get us started. Yeah, let me see those in the chat. If you're joining us out on YouTube or X, thank you for being here. Most of my audience is over in Rumble and Pilled.net. So you guys, appreciate y'all being here, hitting the buttons, doing the things, supporting the show. I greatly appreciate that. And again, a shout out to Snarl Barkey for, I didn't no sooner have my show promo posted and he was out there reposting it, red pilling it on Pilled.net. It was awesome. Awesome. All right. So like we do here on the Do Better Ranch, we talk about the 250. We celebrate America, right? And it's still Patriot season, folks. Still Patriot season. I hope you have your decorations up, at least your flag. That'll do. I always have some good human stories to share. I got some really great ones from kids, from a psychological study, a paper that was published. They were watching kids and asking kids question. It threw me back to where the old, some of you aren't old enough for this reference, but there used to be a show on TV called Kids Say the Darndest Things with Art Linkletter. And so I'm going to share that because, you know, we're here for the kids. The kids are the future. So I'll throw that in the good human section. I want to talk about the best day ever. Some woo-woo stuff, but I'm going to balance that with Richard Feynman. I know I have an eclectic learning curve, if you will. But I entertain all comers, if you will. So Richard Feynman, famous scientist, to Dolores Cannon, Alan Watts. I talked about Neville Goddard last week. Some others that Wayne Dyer. Who else do I like? There's some really great books by. There's a bunch of people. Anyways, we'll get into that when we get to the best day ever. But I have to tell you, I just got it licensed Monday. So I haven't built the video for this yet. Because I have that JOB thing that keeps the bills paid and so forth. But there is a group, I believe they're out of the Netherlands, and you just heard I use their song in the opening sometimes. I Am the Source. It is the High Vibration Shift. I licensed that song for the show to get our vibe up because that's one way we can rebuild America. But I also licensed this song. She's published 12 or 14 songs now, and we had a little chat earlier on Monday. I'd love to license all of them. That's just not practical right now. But this is going to be a black screen because I haven't built out the video yet. But maybe just close your eyes. I'm going to play it a couple times tonight. So just close your eyes and just feel the words in your heart. And I'd love to know if this resonates with you. I think I may have played it illegally on my show before, but I'm playing it for you now. It's just going to be a black screen. Don't panic. I'm still here.
a quiet confidence moving through me. I'm grateful for this moment, grateful for my breath, grateful for the life I live and everything that's next. Every morning meets me with something new. Life keeps unfolding in ways I choose. Good things find me without the chase. Everything aligns when I hold this space. I feel good, I feel steady, I feel grounded and fully ready. Today is my day, everything flows my way. Miracles meet me in the most natural way. This is the best day ever, I can feel it in me. Everything responds to my energy. I'm the luckiest person alive. Everything works out for me. The more I trust this feeling, the more I clearly see. One decision shifts me into a new timeline. I choose who I am and everything aligns. I move with intention, I move with ease. What belongs to me arrives naturally. I don't rush, I don't delay. Life supports me in every way. Every step I take feels guided and right. I move through the day with power and light. I feel calm, I feel certain, I feel open, like life is working. Today is a bright day, everything flows my way. Opportunities find me, I don't need to chase. This is the best day ever, I stand in my energy. Everything responds to the state I embody. I'm the luckiest person alive. I see it everywhere, in every little moment, and how life shows it cares. I move with joy, I move with trust. Everything I need is already with us. I feel guided, I feel free. There's a natural rhythm carrying me. Today is my day, everything flows my way. Miracles show up in the most natural way. This is the best day ever, that's the energy I stay. Everything responds to the state I play. Today is my day. Today is my day.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And, you know, that's what I want to do with my show. I want to bring good vibes. And I actually wake up singing bits of that song. It has shifted my vibe. It has shifted my thinking so much. So I want to share that with you and some other nerdy stuff coming up here in a little bit, but we do better every single day. So let's see. What do I got here? Oh yeah, 250 baby. 250. Oh. Now you guys know. Oh, by the way, joining you tonight from home in Payson, Arizona. I'm back, but not for long. I'm back on the road on Saturday. And I am going to be on the road in November too. I made a promise to myself to see this country and celebrate the 250, and this is how I want to do it. I want to get out and I want to see America. I also want to look for my Do Better Ranch. It's out there somewhere because I know I'm not going to be living here. It's not going to be here. I know that. I might Airbnb this place once I move out, but a lot of movement is happening over the next 12 to 24 months. I can feel it coming. Yep. Best day ever, baby. Best day ever. So, anyways, I am heading to Colorado Saturday morning with Boo. We are heading to Pagosa Springs. Gonna do a little working travel trip up there. Ken's always said, go check that out. My actual manager that I work with, he goes, I go there every Christmas and that town feels like you. And I'm like, I don't know what that means, but I think that's something good. So, anyways, I'm going to go check out Pagosa Springs. And then I'm heading to Yellowstone for Thanksgiving, American Thanksgiving. Yeah. Yeah. I already broke it to my sisters. They're over it. It's just me and Boo on the road again. So I'm heading up to West Yellowstone, Montana. Yeah. Yeah. That's how I'm celebrating the 250. I want to see this beautiful country because it is a beautiful country and needs to be seen. Needs to be seen. Oh, and I have a video. Oh my gosh. Check. You guys know that I saw Big Boy. Big Boy, the 4014 Union Pacific. Let me see if I can find it. This, where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Listen to this video. This is somebody, they had to work for Union Pacific because I'm pretty sure it's illegal or they could lay a serious fine on you if they caught you doing it. But he put a camera down in the well of the train track between the railroad ties and caught, right? Caught Big Boy coming at, listen to this. Oh my stars. Where'd it go? There it is. All right, here. Let's watch this. Listen. Can you hear it? Hear the whistle? Look at that footage. I love all the stickers over in Pilled. You guys are awesome. Thomas the Train. Thanks, Ken. Oh, my heart. Ah! Oh my God, look at that. I need a minute. Holy smokes. Yowza. Oh, look at all the train. I gotta get those stickers. You guys, isn't that cool? I know I get a little goofy. I know. But trains made the difference in this country. As I've told you before, if I'd have stayed in Pennsylvania, I'd have probably ended up working at the railroad and I would have been the 5th generation railroad employee. Dad, Pap, mom's side, but dad, his father, grandfather, and my great grandfather, they all worked on the railroad. His dad was a boilermaker, welder, extraordinaire. He was good at pretty much everything he tried. His father was a brakeman. Let's see, that's Cloyd. Clinton, I think, was I think he might have been an engineer, or he may have been in the shops too as like a welder trades person. And then Andrew worked on the lines, building lines. Yeah. Yeah. So, and Andrew's grandfather was a shoemaker. So anyways, weird stuff stuck in my head, but it screams America, and that's me, baby. I love it. I love it. So 4014 still rolling. By the way, 4014 Big Boy just rolled into Cheyenne. She's in the shops now, getting some repair, and she made her final destination. So you guys with all the train memes, train stickers over in Pilled, I'm trying to snag them all so I can get them. Oh, they're so good. Yes. You guys, if you're not on pill.net, you really should be. It's true free speech over there. So come on over. Just saying. Anyways. All right. Where the heck was I? Oh my God. All right. Oh, since we're talking about the 250 and our love for this great country, again, not the government, that sucks. I'm really excited about this country. I think there's a lot of things happening because of the government that are great, but government in a whole. No, I'm not misgendering Big Boy. It's weird, right? Big Boy is the name of the train, which is stupid because it should be a girl's name, right? But they always call, well, anybody that knows their stuff gives heavy equipment, vehicles, you name them with a female name, just saying. Yeah. Even Union Pacific calls it a her. Yeah. Anyways. Oh, mercy. Geez, I lost my train of thought. Oh, so just a couple, I have some little snippets from TikTok that I wanted to share with you, like this one. I love that part. Oh, thank you for the can, artist. Aw. I didn't catch that, Red. Oh, that's good stuff. Here's a. Where'd all the time go? It's starting to fly. See how the hands go, waving goodbye. No, I get so forgetful when I look in your eye. That was Linda McMahon. She's the secretary for the Department of Education. She is kicking ass. She is doing a hard reset on the education system here in America, and I have high hopes for that woman. She's part of the cabinet. All the cabinet members now they probably have staff for it, but they are all out on TikTok and social media. So if you can find them, the quality of content that they are putting out is just remarkable. Just, it's top-notch content. So go out and follow them. The first video that I shared with Lee Greenwood, you probably recognize Lee Greenwood. I can't remember the guy that he was singing. He's allegedly some up and coming rock country star. So if it ain't Waylon and Willie, I probably had George and Alan Jackson, and yeah, I probably don't know him. So anyways, I thought it was still a good song. Here's one more to celebrate our country.
Everybody takes off their hat, stands for the flag that them boys overseas got on their sleeves. Not everybody dies with takes a field full of corn and turns it into whiskey. Say it with me, yeah, we do it always.
Good stuff. Lots of good stuff going on out there. Lots of. Did you see the back quarter panel that Ford? Oh my goodness. Yeah. Mercy. There's something to celebrate. And it's all attitude. It's all attitude. If you can separate politics from the country, politics from the people, what needs governed from politics, it's really not so bad. But it takes a lot of practice to do that. And it takes a lot of discernment. It takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of sifting, but it can be done. But if it bothers you with the politics and the narrative that you're being fed through mainstream media, turn it off. You don't have to watch it. It's okay. It'll still be there. The same shit when you get back there. It'll still be there. Guarantee it. Yep. Yeah, the 250 is Drew Jacobs. Thanks. Thank you. I still don't know who that is, Ren, but thank you for that. Oh, I got to steal that. Oh, that's a great sticker with Trump. Well, I think that's one of the fake Trumps. Yeah. All right, cool. Anyways, the party continues. Don't just let it be a day. The 250 should be celebrated. Just remember that the signing happened with some of the founders in July of 1776, but it took till December to get it all signed. And it took several more years, 13, in fact, till we got our very first president. So the party and the celebration should continue. My humblest opinion. That's just my opinion. And of course, it's Patriot season, so break it out, baby. Wear it wherever you got it. Put it on. All right. So let's talk about some good humans. First of all, before I get into the good humans, listen. I wrote a note of what this study was somewhere, but I can't remember. But I captured some of the key points that were shared out of the paper that they published with kids. Plus, the guy that posted this over on TikTok, his handle is Bobby DeFroggy. And how could I resist sharing out his publication of this? So I'm going to run through this. There's a bunch of slides here. But remember, gang, if we don't have the kids, now I don't have kids. A lot of people that I'm friends with don't have kids. But I have sisters that have kids, so I got nieces and nephews. But gang, someday we will be gone. Someday we will be gone. And will we have done enough to spread the love of this country, the importance of understanding its history? Will we have done enough? That's what I live with every day. That's one of my things that I try and focus on. And if we don't save it for the kids, and if we don't help these kids, we're not going to have a country. So anyways, along those lines, out of the mouth of babes, check this out. Penelope, a 6-year-old, says, no, thanks. That's not really my energy right now. Now listen, if a kid, out of the mouth of babes, if a kid can say this, what is holding you back from having the courage to say the same? I know, well, OADF, who the heck are you? They bought a 3-month bronze tier subscription. Thank you, honey. I don't know who you are, but thank you. Oh my goodness. 10 red pills. What the heck is going on over there? And over in Rumble, you guys are hitting the buttons and doing the things. Gang, I don't do this to get paid. I don't get paid. I just do it because I like it. So many thanks. Thank you, Stephen. Appreciate you for being here and supporting my little show. Oh, I feel so good. It's best day ever. See what I did there, Ken? All right. Anyways, from out of the mouth of babes. Here's another one. You know what would make me feel better? Maybe a taco, a cheese stick, and some snuggles. This is an anonymous entry from a 4-year-old. And sometimes I think we need to remember the simple things, right? We just need to remember the simple things. Finley, a 4-year-old, says, you know what's permanent? Love. And I think Finley has it dialed in. Quigley, 3 years old, very wise for 3 years old, says, no, I can't try my best. It's not available at this time. I don't know who Quigley's parents are, but that's pretty freaking funny. All right. Kylie, 10-year-old, very wise, says men shouldn't have birthdays because they never grow up. It's possible. A little jaded at 10, Kylie, but okay, we'll take it. Now, I have a friend who it makes my heart sing when she sings because this is her to a T. Sometimes when my feelings are big, I like to sing them. Come on, Gideon, 7 years old, knows what's going on. Bonnie, a 3-year-old, and I'm with Bonnie on this one. I've done this many times. Is you're right, Ken. When I've had too much day, I cry, and you know what? That's okay. Tomorrow can be a better day. It's okay. When I've had too much day, I cry. Yeah, sometimes I do too, Bonnie. Thank you. All right. Here's one from Carson, 4 years old. I love you so much, but I have a headache from you. So give me a hug, then please go away. Aren't these great? Daily insanity. I love this out of the mouth of babes. Thank you, Carson. You got it rocking. All right, let's see. This is an anonymous 5-year-old entry. Have you been to kindergarten? Because you're not acting. You're acting like you haven't. Yeah. I'm mad at you, but I'll love you tomorrow. From an anonymous 7-year-old. Gang, we got to be like the kids, right? I'm pretty sure that's in the Bible somewhere. Be like the kids, be like a child. Yeah. Keep it simple. Life gets too complicated. All right. Here's Emma, 5 years old. My superpower is napping. Come on, Emma. All right. Allison, a 7-year-old, says, I know it's not a person, but I love my bed. It's okay to love inanimate objects. Allison, I got you. Harper, 4-year-old, says, sometimes I love you more than noodles. Keep it relatable, Harper. That's awesome. Here's an anonymous 4-year-old, and I think they may have got it right. My parents got married because they wanted to be best friends for the rest of their life. If you're lucky to find that one, hang on to them. If not, ditch them and move on. Oh, anyways. All right. I'll get back to that stuff in a minute. Oh, aren't those great? I love reminding myself to look at life more simply and looking through the eyes of a kid, young kid, 10 and under. That's a great way to do it, right? It's just a great way to do it. So I wanted to add them in as part of the good humans section. Let's see, who do I have? That got messed up when I saved the PowerPoint. Salty, I mentioned Salty last week. These are some that I mentioned on a regular basis. My friend Salty over in New Mexico, promoting the benefits of Celtic sea salt out on the Ticker Talkers. Yeah, Salty 1893. Go find him. My friend Lee from Nobody Left Behind. Gang, did I get that video? Oh, crap. I don't think I get poop. Did I get it? Hang on one second, please. Moment. Oh crap. Anyways, I don't think I grabbed their new video. They just did it today. I may not have uploaded it. Anyways, they did a really good video for their foundation. NLBfoundation.org, out on TikTok, out on YouTube. Go follow them, love them up a little bit. They're doing some really great work. And so is Hinderless 22. The fonts get whacked when I put it into StreamYard for some reason, but they are specifically a combat veteran nonprofit helping to bring down the numbers of veteran suicides. And if you are a veteran, there is hope. Good things are happening. Hang in there. Call somebody, text somebody, DM me, send me an email. Here, you can send me an email. I'll chat with you on email. I'll give you my phone number, whatever. It's scrolling along the bottom there. DoBetterRanch@gmail. Come on now. No, Ken, we're not going back to the one that men don't get birthdays. Yeah. But listen, there's help out there. Of course, if you don't know, here in the United States, just like you would call 911 for an emergency, if you call 988 instead of 911, if you have gone off the rails and you know you need help, 988 is the national number for suicide prevention. And you don't have to be a veteran to call them. That is a national service. We'll get you the help that you need. If you're not up to actually voicing and speaking the pain that you're in right now, you may pick up your phone, send a text to 741-741. Just say help or hello, something, but text 741-741. It's the same people that are running 988. And you can be in a meeting with somebody. You could be standing right beside somebody. All they see is you messing with your phone. Nobody needs to know. But if you inside are stuck in that loop, let's get you some help. 741-741. Reach out to these guys at Hinderless 22. There's help out there. And if I can help, I will help you as well. All right. Okay. So, do you believe me when I tell you the best is yet to come? President Trump says it on a regular basis. He has for 10 years. I know things are hard for a lot of people right now. I know that. Money is tighter and tighter. People aren't getting where they want to be. They're turning a little bit negative, having a little bit of anxiety, maybe a little bit of depression, not evening out their emotions. And it's hard. I get it. I really do. I understand it's hard. But I'm telling you, this is a kite tail you need to grab onto and start believing it, because the best day ever is coming. I feel it in my bones. If you are an Anon, a patriot that is in the movement, that knows what the signs are and things to watch for, if you're watching those people out on Twitter or on X, on Truth Social, and you're seeing the movement happening, the mainstream media is not going to tell you. The mainstream media wants two things. They want you afraid, and they want to control how you behave. Stop helping me. I'm a grown-ass woman. Stop helping me. Give me the news, and I'll make up my own decisions. I'll make up my own mind. But gang, I am begging you, lean into it. The best is yet to come. It is coming. Yep. Thank you, Stephen. Appreciate that. Yeah, and Ren's got a sticker over on Pill. Nothing can stop what is coming. It cannot. Gang, it is already here, just like you heard in the song. And I'll get back into that in just a minute. The best is yet to come. Gang, I watched some weird stuff, but I have pulled way, way, way back on the political nonsense and what cabinet member is doing what, and the infighting and the nonsense. I'm on the side of winning. I'm on the side of winning because it's going to happen. And there are signs of hope everywhere. In fact, there's what are we putting stickers of me in the stop that. You guys are hilarious. Listen, there are good things happening everywhere. And I kind of got into this last week. There are signs of hope and signs of power everywhere. So I have 3 videos, 4 maybe, I want to share with you. Look, this is just fun to know. Look at this one. Oops. Try that again. If you don't know where Namibia is, that's in Africa, in the African continent. Can I do it this way? Yeah. Maybe this one. Let's try this. What happened to me? Look at this. Those are lilies. That is real. Each step I take, I shift, that is in the Namibia desert, and it only happens when there's enough water that hits the desert. Those desert lilies, they aren't planted, but here, let me play it again. What happened to me? Look at that. I'm what I choose to be. Each step I take, I shift, yeah. Miracles are happening, gang. Good stuff is happening. Here's another one. Let me load this up. Last week I talked about identification and how we label everything. And then this pops up in my TikTok feed from Steve Harvey. Whether you like him or not, he's actually got some good stuff to say here. Let me play him.
Uniquely who I am, because you are okay just the way you are, because God made you uniquely who you are. He wanted you to be just like you are. You want a better life, correct? Haven't you imagined a better life? Okay, who you think he showed it to? He showed it to you. Why you think he showed it to you? Because he want to give it to you. But if you don't work, if you don't ask him for it, he cannot give it to you, because he created us with the power of choice. We make choices every day. If you decide that you will be poor, there's nothing I can do. You're going to be poor. If you decide to be rich today, who's going to stop you? Who? If you decide you want to be rich, all you got to do is start. Why not? Who's going to stop you? Albert Einstein said imagination is everything. It's the preview to life's coming attractions. Everything you imagine is God showing you a preview of a coming attraction he has for you. And he puts it in your imagination so you can see what he got for you. So if you've been imagining that you're going to be rich one day, it's because God wants you to be rich. Now, when you going to ask him for it, and are you going to wait for it to happen? If you've tried everything, it ain't worked for you, I'm just asking you, just try writing it down. Just try writing it down. Go home and read Habakkuk 2:2 and see if you don't get the feeling he's talking to you. After you write it down, I want you to put some faith on it. When you put some faith on it, I want you to work for it. I want you to believe in your heart that you will have it. Now, you might not want this life. You might not want what it takes to get here. But if you want this life, you got to put in your work. You got to put it in. You got to stay prayerful. You got to never give up. You got to talk to God every day. Now, if that ain't what you want to do, then good luck. You keep doing what you've been doing, you're going to keep getting what you've been getting. I would try something else if I was y'all. I appreciate y'all coming. Thank y'all very much.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. But you have to believe it, and how simple it is to write things down. Yeah. Yeah.
The age of America begins right now. Greater, stronger, and far more exceptional.
Stephen just put in the chat that journaling is powerful, and he is absolutely correct. And I've been really bad about it, but these little adventures that I've been on this summer have given me the opportunity to be away from my house. And when I am, for some reason, I write more when I'm not at home. But I just picked up some nice little journal books. Good things are happening. Yep, I got a dozen. I have a problem with office supplies, but things are happening. Good things are happening. Yep. The golden age is here, baby. All right. So best day ever. Best day ever. I didn't see anybody put the best day daily. It's got the Big Lebowski in there. Tell me, have you had a best day? Tell me, have you had a best day? Can you think of a best day? I know I was with Ken on one of his best days, when he married his lovely bride, Jennifer. I was there. That was a pretty good day. I've had several pretty good days. It's funny when you call them best, though. It's kind of like, let's see. Do I have that? Yeah. I put that in the promo. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah. This is the promo. In case you missed it, this is the promo I made for tonight. Got to believe it. You got to believe it. You got to believe it. You deserve it. And I think that is the biggest hurdle that we all, including me. I love that, Ren. I can't pick a best. There have been lots, and maybe my best is yet to come. Honey, I totally believe that. And you deserve it. We all deserve it. And I think wiring our brains to say, I deserve this. I deserve the best day ever. Whatever that looks like. And it could be best day today. And then, hey, maybe tomorrow is a new best day. It's okay to have more than one. Yeah. Yeah, it is. I promise. It really is. All right. So here's a group that I have found and started following out on TikTok. It's called the Twig and Toad folk. And, sometimes it's about perspective, and it's just that little shift that makes the difference, whether it's music or perspective, like the kids, or just somebody writing something kind of just off center like this. They're great account. I find great entertainment in them. Trees notice compliments. These are things we suspect, but cannot yet prove. Gang, I know free energy exists. It's been proven. I know teleportation exists. I know anti uh, magnetic gravitics is a thing, and I could be having breakfast with Ren if they just open up and let us have that. I have friends all over this freaking country, and I look at Google Maps. I'm like, oh, that's such a long drive. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. Don't get me wrong, but man, a teleporter or a magnetic gravitic tube, travel tube, that would be helpful. So yeah, there's lots of things that we suspect but cannot yet prove. Like trees may notice compliments. There's plenty of white papers and stuff out there and video of people and trees responding to people's interactions with them. Here's a funny one. Every pocket contains at least one thing that seemed like a good idea yesterday. Gang, I hate buying clothes that do not have pockets in it. I carry shit in my pockets all the time. What do I got in here? I probably have a rock. Yeah, I have a crystal. Yeah, I have a rock, and I have lipstick in my pocket. I always have something. I usually have pens and keys. There's always something in a pocket. Anyways, every crow and raven knows a secret it refuses to explain. In autumn, there are two. Crows are fun. Ravens are fun. Tuesdays improve when approached slowly and with clean feet. I don't know if you knew that. I didn't know that, but I'm going to try that next Tuesday. Here's another one. There's two more. The awkward ones are always the most ferociously loved. So embrace your awkwardness. Be weird, gang. Life is short. Just be you. It's all good. And here's one more. Oh yeah, see, yeah, I almost broke my sister's washer because I had earrings in. I usually have pretty stones. Yeah, this is a something Sonoran. Where's that? It's a Sonoran something agate. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? I'm gonna put that bad boy on a ring. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Yeah. Yeah. It's autumn, not fall. We don't want to fall, Ren. That's why. We don't want to put that energy out there. Hello. And here's the last one. Somewhere a rabbit is probably having an excellent afternoon. Listen, gang, rewire your brain. You can have the best day ever. We all get stuck in ruts. How about shaking it up a little bit? How about having the courage to call somebody you don't think wants to hear from you? Call them. Call them. Think different. Think like a kid. Find wonder in every step you take, right? Follow. It's all good. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. The magic is in the observation. Now, don't let the blonde hair fool you. I am a total science nerd, and I freaking love the idea of quantum mechanics, quantum physics, if you will. It's magic when you get down to that layer because nothing's there. And it all seems to fall into place when you observe it, which is a totally big concept that is super hard to get your head wrapped around. But the power of observation, man, this is good because we mere mortals can adapt that to give us the best day ever. For instance, everything is energy, right? Everything is energy. At the quantum level, when you observe something, waves turn to strings and strings turn to waves and particles come in existence and I don't know where they go when they go out of existence, maybe to another dimension, but that's for another day, another conversation. Maybe by a fire with a river running by it, maybe. But I know this. If you can measure that something happens when you pay attention to it, then paying attention to what we think and how we think, we are energy. If you think this is a great country, you're going to see a great country. If you think and focus on people are good, people are kind, people are gracious, people are not out to steal things from you, people are not out to scam you, people are not out to hurt you. When you start flipping that switch and directing like a direct energy weapon of your own making, right? Your energy focus to you find what you seek, right? You find what you seek. Now, when you are scattered, and I'm not talking like me right now with too much caffeine, which I'm going to have a little more. Yeah, you get what you focus on. Listen. When you, everybody, if I'm wrong, tell me in the chat, or tell me if you're rewatching this after the live, put it in the comments. I'd love to know. Everybody gets stuck in their own. I don't mean to make the crazy sign, but I'm making the crazy sign because it's kind of crazy. We get stuck in our own loops. We get stuck in these loops that aren't real. We just made up an entire chapter of a story in our minds that never existed. It never, maybe on a different timeline, but not here. Not here. I don't think he's watching, so I'm going to tell you a little story. I had a friend who had a birthday last week, and I made them a little birthday video, and I sent it off to him. I was really proud of it, and he liked it. He liked it. But I didn't hear much from him, and I'm like, oh, that was stupid. You know, and in my head, I'm thinking, oh, you shouldn't have done that. What a doofus. You know, I'm embarrassed. I'm shamed. I'm like, I made up this entire story in my head because it wasn't the normal speed of our chats. I made up a whole story in my head. He was busy. He was out fighting the fires in Spokane. Flying to help fight the fires. I made that story up that I was a doofus, that, you know, the whole embarrassment, the whole shame. And I'm like, because I've never met him in person. I was just being nice because I'm a nice person. I'm a nice person. Anyways, your scattered energy is the enemy. What you got to do is bring it back. Those loops are not productive. They're just not, they're energy leaks. It's like the stuff you want to keep on the inside is going willy-nilly everywhere. I have a friend here in town who is up and down with their health. It's weird. I think we've figured out what it might be today, but it's been really scary because they're not in good health. And they just like go from full battery to nothing. Like they have to lay down, they have to sleep. They're so tired. Gang, she's got an energy leak. She's letting energy leak out of her, and it's not good. Now, if she can focus her attention on a healthy body, a healthy mind, a healthy future, that might help bring that scattered energy back into focus, right? Because your focused attention is you being wise with your energy. You treat your energy like it's money. It has value. Oh yeah, artist, 100%. Yeah, 100%. The caught up in the woulda, coulda, shoulda. Man, that'll just kick your ass. Stop doing that. You don't, nobody, no, stop it. You owe it to yourself to do better. Just try it. I've got some things up here for you, but you've got to be able to pull that energy back I have some notes here. What am I doing? I have notes. I wrote stuff out. So there's three things that I want you to think about. All right. This, and anybody can train themselves to do this. Now, there's a little sidebar, little fun story. When Dad was alive and here, I drove him anywhere he wanted to go see. If it was interesting or even quasi interesting, I was his tour guide. And I'm a pretty good driver now. I wasn't 30 years ago, but I am now. And one of the things, Dad'd be riding shotgun and we'd be in his truck. I'd be driving it. And he'd sit in the freaking passenger seat and he'd go, and he'd just do this little thing with his thumb. Like, get over. If I was following somebody and they were going too slow, and he'd get over. And when I saw this, you want to return your energy. Well, that was Dad saying, return, get back in your lane, right? I catch myself doing that to my sister when she drives. It's hilarious. It's like I'm channeling Dad in the driver's seat. But that's, whatever works for you. Get yourself back in your lane, right? Narrow the focus, right? So like in that whole woulda, shoulda, coulda loop, artist, why do we do that? Why do we torture ourselves with that stuff? It is what it is. Narrow the focus. If you've got too much going on, focus in, laser focus in on one thing. Maybe that would help you do better, right? And so one of the other things that you can do is charge it. So this is feeding it. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is automatic and it is out of fear. The base emotion there is fear. The whole woulda, shoulda, coulda thing, that's out of fear. Fear of rejection, fear of loss, fear of damage, fear of pain. You're bigger than you think you are. You have more power than you think you do. So you got to get back in your lane. You got to try focusing in that energy, narrowing it in on maybe one or two things instead of 10 things, right? We all do it. We all walk into a room and what the hell was I doing? What did I come in here for? Why was I holding this? What was I going to? Everybody does it. But if you relax in that moment, charge it with some good emotion. I am here. I am here to do, and let the universe tell you. Listen to it. It will tell you, oh, that's right. That's what I came in here for. You just got to center. Maybe that's a better word than charging, right? Anyways, but there's some things that, when you are in these vicious loops, sometimes you can break out of it. And I know, do I have it here? Usually have it right here near me. Scott Adams' book, Reframe Your Brain. If you haven't read it or listened to it, you deserve it. Read that book. He does a lot of reframes. That's a psychological term for reframing the situation that you're in. That's like returning. Yeah, just reframe it. Narrow the focus. Recharge it with a different emotion, right? So one of the things that Scott Adams taught while he was still alive, and the Scott Adams School is still doing really great, doing great things out there. Support them if you can. But one of the things that he said, now he was a trained hypnotherapist, so he used that and reframing from the psychological world to help people do better. And one of the things was, if you catch yourself, observe, if you catch yourself in that loop, stop and say out, or just say the word stop out loud, or out loud, to clear your field, to clear your thinking pattern, to reframe the moment that you're in. Or you can say done. That's enough spinning. I'm done. And just maybe a little emphasis with some sign language. It's done. That's things are over if you do that sign, right? So there are ways to practice that so that you can prepare yourself for the best day ever, right? So I'm going to run you through a few thinkers, and this could be controversial, but I don't care. If you don't like it, you don't have to stay, but I'm glad you're here. Yeah. Here's some. I'm going to take you across the gamut of some bigger thinkers than me, right? And I would like you to consider this some gold that you could add to your little heart treasure so that you can have a best day ever every day, right? The first one comes from Alan Watts. Dude, I love listening to that goofy old man. You go out to YouTube and just do a search for Alan Watts. Oh my goodness. They've got videos. You can just let it run all night and just let it seep into your subconscious if you want to. That's what I do. But one of the things that he said was to use a spotlight versus a floodlight. So that's back to that observation. That's back to that narrowing, right? So you're trying to take in too much, right? Our culture does that to us. It's by design. You get bored after 3 seconds on a TikTok, right? To have you guys sit here with me for an hour, 2 hours every Wednesday, I can't even tell you how grateful I am that you're here and you listen to me yak. I many thanks. That is no small thing to me. In a world that throws so much at you, you choose to spend your time with me. Thank you. Thank you. But for us to have the best day ever, Alan Watts has some really great wisdom out there that you're up against a machine. You're up against a machine that doesn't want you focused like a spotlight. They want everything lit up so you consume everything, every emotion, every product, every drama out there. And he said, no, you deserve better. Focus on what makes you better. Yeah. Neville Goddard, love Neville Goddard. That's just, I know that's woo-woo and that's a little crazy to some people, but he was in line with what Alan Watts was talking about. But what Neville adds to the scenario of us managing and becoming sovereign thinkers. If it's in my mind, I want it there. If it doesn't belong, it needs to go. So you can have the best day ever, the best job ever, the best love ever, the best life ever. You deserve it. But when you start observing it and building what you want, maybe you've got that journal out, right? That journal. When you write down what your best day ever is, throw some love at it, baby. Throw some emotion, throw some gratitude at it, throw some visualization at it. That's the whole message that Neville Goddard was trying to give us. That feeling it. It's already here. You heard it in the song. I'm going to play it again here in just a few minutes. It's already here. Shift our thinking. Shift our thinking. Now, this one's a little crazy. I actually would like to take one of the workshops. I think her organization is still out there, but Dolores Cannon, I know it sounds absolutely not so. I don't even care. I don't care. You can think less of me if you want to, but there's something to it. Dolores Cannon, you can, again, a YouTuber, you could go out and find her works out on YouTube and her interviews. Crazy stuff. But she knew at the quantum level decades ago, friends, decades ago, she knew at the quantum level and through hypnosis, just like our recently deceased friend Scott Adams, through hypnosis, that you could heal. So QHHT is quantum healing hypnosis technique or therapy. Can't remember. But anyways, it's about your subconscious, maybe your soul, your higher self, whatever you want to call it in the dogma that has shaped your life. It's okay. Whatever you call it, that's great. But it is similar work to focused attention, expectation, putting some love in it, a little belief that it's going to happen. I truly believe and see in my mind my ranch, or a ranch for me. I see it. I see a love in my life that I have looked for 60 years. I don't know where he is, but I know he's out there somewhere. Oh, I love that artist. I love it. I love it. Yeah. So, throw some attention at what you want. It's okay to dream big. Gang, I'm 63 years old. The runway isn't that long. And I still have dreams of having a ranch. I want a ranch where you can come hang out. If you derail in your life, or you just want to hang out, listen to some good music, sit by a campfire, you could go be quiet, you hang out with some animals, all the good stuff. That's what I want for you. I want to create that place in real life, not just a virtual place, where we can talk and we can have music and we can have good food. Oh, it's going to be awesome. What? Wait a minute. Artists, you need to reach out to me. I think we need to talk. I love that. I love that. Yeah. Anyways, all right. So it's all over the place, right? And you got Dolores Cannon, which most people will just poo-poo and think she's a whack job. Okay, whatever. Alan Watts, Neville Goddard, Wayne Dyer, Louise Hay, Jim Rohn. What was Jim Rohn's book? Somebody look that up for me. Jim Rohn, from Good to Great. Is that Jim Rohn's book? Good to Great. Somebody help. ROHN. Somebody help me with that. Gang, there's people out there trying to tell you in different ways that it's you. You're the key. You're the secret to your universe. Oh, honey, I had no idea. I love it. We must talk and do woo-woo stuff. Yeah. But I promise you, I would balance the woo-woo with some legit science. And listen, there doesn't come scientists with bigger brains than Richard Feynman. In my humble opinion, he's the man. Now, here's what I like about him. Unlike me, who's an emotional bag, he never lied to himself. He kept a very strict intellectual focus, right? So he was intellectually honest with himself, but he remained curiosity driven. Now, I am totally curiosity driven, love being in a state of wonder. What happens next? Oh, isn't that pretty? I love being in that state that lifts my energy higher and higher, right? But he focused on keeping the problems he was trying to solve. He kept them alive in his, Rohn, ROHN, Ren. Yeah, Good to Great is Jim Collins. I always mix those guys up. Good to Great was Jim Collins. That's an awesome book, by the way. I actually used that I still use stuff out of that book in some of the leadership training that I do for my day job. Yeah. But what he did was, Richard Feynman did, he would not get suckered into the hopium, right? Which we've all done. And maybe me saying the best is yet to come is a little bit of hopium. Maybe it is, but I'm balancing that with some data points that I see in my research. Maybe you don't see them. That's okay. And I could be wrong, but I absolutely believe the best is yet to come, right? But Richard Feynman, Feynman, Feynman. That's how I say it. It might be, I might be saying it wrong, but the idea is that focus and us training our attention to a specific space, a specific outcome, a specific energy, kind of like what Steve Harvey was saying, and he's talking about it through prayer. There's many right ways to get there, but are you trying? Nobody's going to do it for you. Nobody's coming to save you. This is us saving ourselves. In fact, here's a little video. This is, again, Mike Rowe, because he's just totally cute. Not the Star Spangled Banner. Hang on. Have any of you guys heard of this organization? Because I got to track them down and see what they're about, because I want to get involved now. This is a short clip of somebody from an organization called Be the People instead of We the People. Listen to
I've ever been
hold
proud
on.
to be a part of something.
Hold on a second. I know how to do this. Hold on.
Never been prouder to be a part of something in my life. It's called Be the People.
Love it.
For the first time, a majority of Americans no longer believe we can solve our own problems. This is a 10-year effort to completely recapture the American spirit. This is an attempt to bottom up, shatter the most important collective illusion we face as Americans. What kind of lives do we want to live? And get that identity back to the can-do, problem-solving. We just see a problem, you solve it. Get in there, right? Do something. Stop complaining. Do something. People are desperate for something that isn't political, that gets back to who we are. And like, if you feel like something is wrong in the country right now, and you still give a damn, you can't wallow in that.
No.
Get involved.
How cool is that? How cool is that? Be the People. I love it. I love it. I got to find those people. There's something good happening there, gang. That is good stuff. Yep. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. All right. We'll just leave Mr. Rowan alone. All right. Okay, cool. All right. So, the font got mangled again. All right. So, I like to tie this back to our own American history, the stuff that I talk about. And tonight I wanted to bring it back to two of the founders, two of my kind of favorites. Thomas Jefferson, I usually put ahead of Ben Franklin, but I got something from Tom too. Listen, in the 1700s, it feels like they may have had the same issues we did. Chaos, misrepresented news, slow news, things not moving as fast as somebody would like, stuff happening that they didn't approve of, feeling like they were in the dark, all the normal stuff. Here we are 250 years later, still pissing around with it. But we wouldn't be here if we didn't have the Benjamin Franklins and the Thomas Jeffersons and the Alexander Hamiltons and the the John Hancocks and the George Washingtons and the signers, our founding fathers. They stood up and took it all. And when I look at what they did and how they wrote, they're a lot braver than me. And a lot, they're made out of, I don't want to be them, but I want to be like them. I want to emulate the virtues that they had. Now, on the screen, if you're just listening, I've got 13 of these. This was a practice that Ben Franklin, and you could go out and read his journals and his diaries and things like that, and you will see that he actually did this. He set out and wrote a list of 13 virtues. And these were the characteristics that he wanted to embody as a founding father, as a leader in this nation. Now, remember, he's much older than the other men who signed the Declaration. So he's the senior statesperson. And he's with that came the moniker of, of being wise. But what I would like to emulate and live every day like is he really thought that personal growth was a way of life. This wasn't just something that he did Mondays or had a cheat day on Saturday. This was something that he strove for every day. In fact, he's quoted, let me see. He frames it as the bold and arduous project of arriving at moral perfection. Now, I will tell you that once I get through all 13 of these, the last one is humility. But he even said he fell short, especially on order and humility. He said pride was the hardest. Even if he overcame it, he probably would be proud of his humility, which is kind of funny. Anyways, all right. So the first three, temperance, right? Just moderation. Not I've been in the non-moderated state of eating everything and drinking everything, and I don't do that anymore. So there's one, right? But that's a daily battle. Temperance, silence. What's that old saying? Somebody knows it. Somebody knows it in the chat. I know they do. What is it? Stay silent. If you're, to avoid sounding like a fool, something like avoid sounding like a fool, stay silent instead of opening your mouth and removing all doubt, or something like that. There's some quote in there. But you're not Mae West. You don't Mae West, if you have something bad to say, she would say, come sit beside me. That was one of her famous quotes. But sometimes things just don't need said. You don't need to say everything. That's a virtue. That's a worthy virtue. That might get you a best day ever. Order. This is not me. I failed terribly on order. Thank you, Ren. BeThePeople.org. Oh, you are great. Thank you, Ren. I love that. That's my homework. I appreciate that from the audience. I will take that assignment. Yeah. I'm going to dig in. Maybe they'll come talk to me on the show. We'll see. All right. Yeah. Order. Of course, when things are orderly, your mind is clear as well. That's why as I get rid of a shit ton of my stuff that I've collected over the years, I feel my energy returning. I don't need it anymore. I don't need, somebody to clean it up after I'm gone. It's time. Let it go. It's just weighing me down. I've got bigger things ahead, right? So order. Those are three good virtues. Thank you, Ben Franklin. Temperance, silence, order. Here's 3 more. Resolution. Gang, listen, it's not easy every day, but Ben says resolve to perform what you ought, perform without fail what you resolve. So, when COVID happened, as an in-person trainer, instructor, public speaker, cube rat, whatever, it was a big challenge because my work was in front of people and I could no longer do that. And since that was right after my ex left, I had to find some work. And I reinvented myself. I worked at a power plant for a year after he left, or just under a year. And then I reinvented myself online and proved valuable during the pandemic. And I kept my job. I kept my job because I was on a mission to keep people safe. I wanted them to not lose hope. I wanted to keep talking to people. And it's great that they pay me to do that. So it takes resolve as a non-in-person presenter, speaker, trainer, podcaster, pick a label, any label, whatever the hell I am. I talk to people. That's what I do. That's my job. I talk to people. And I hope that I help them do their jobs better. But I will tell you, oh, thanks, artist. Yeah, that's the one. It is better to remain silent and be thoughtful than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. Yeah, that's the one I was looking for, baby. Thank you. Yeah. I butchered that one anyways. But I would tell you, when you live alone and you have a job where you're supposed to be online working, it's hard. I'm not doing line work like my guys. I'm not doing construction work like my guys. I'm not operating a crane. I'm not running heavy equipment. I'm not working in a warehouse where it's hot and icky, and thank God they do it. But I have to resolve so that I can sleep at the end of the day with a clear conscience. I've got to show up and put my resolve to perform what I ought. Perform without fail what you resolve. That's my way to hit that virtue. Everybody's got one. Okay, don't go about half-assed. I think that's what he's saying. Get it done right. Just saying. All right. Frugality. I've gotten a lot better at this. Make no expense but to do good to others or yourself. Waste nothing. No, I'm not. No, I throw a lot of shit away. Yeah. I'm getting better though. I'm getting better. I know some people are super good at it. I'm not so good at it, but I am learning. Right? Industry, lose no time. Be always employed in something useful. Always. Man, that's hard. Ben didn't have TikTok. Just saying. But I get a lot out of TikTok because now I monitor how much time I'm in there. And my feed is filled with good. I get stuff that is good human stuff. I get stuff that makes me laugh. And it is a great mental break from the industry that I have in the rest of my life. I have a full-time job. I have this podcast to put together. When I do a show, we're in an hour and a half already. I probably spent 10, 15. Sometimes I spend 20, 25 hours a week putting it together. The videos, the graphics, all the stuff, the content, the practice, all of it. Being busy is good for your mind. And I don't mean if you don't have a job, you're not industrious. Are you learning? Are you helping others? Gang, there are a gazillion ways to be industrious. Now, 3 hours on the TikTok, that's probably not, or Instagram, or wherever you land. I like the TikToks. So that's my device instead of a virtue. All right. Here's 3 more. Sincerity. Oh, don't be an asshat. How about that? Don't be an asshat. Use no hurtful deceit. Think innocently and justly. It's the golden rule, right? Would you want somebody to do that to you? Would you want somebody to be scamming you, being just an asshat? No, don't do that. Don't be hurtful. We know nice, that's not nice. Justice. Yeah, listen, sometimes you got to step away from justice and let somebody else handle that because that ain't your job. Wrong none by doing injuries or omitting the benefits that are your duty. Don't. Yeah. Moderation, avoid extremes, kind of talked about that. Those are 9 of the virtues he has. Here's the last 4. Cleanliness, tranquility, chastity, and humility. Imitate Jesus and Socrates. That's Ben Franklin saying that. I think that's pretty good because he didn't attempt to do all of them, all 13 at once, right? But what he did was he journaled 13 things that he wanted to see in his life to be better, right? And he worked on them, and he didn't always succeed, but at least he was like Richard Feynman. He was honest about his results. And what do we do when we screw up? We do better next time. That's how we roll. Yeah. So anyways, but it was attention. It was him driving his energy to a worthy endeavor. He knew it wasn't going to be easy, but he did it anyways. So, yeah. All right. Here's my man. Here's my favorite, Thomas Jefferson. Yeah. Look at this. We don't write like this. We don't speak like this anymore, but man, is it nice. Oh, hold on. I got a little deviation. Did I bring him in? Hold on. Might not have brought that in. Oh, before I talk about Thomas, let me play this. Hold on. There we go. It's the power of words. Right? That's good stuff. Good stuff. Words matter. Here's Thomas Jefferson talking about being a better human, right? Creating his own best day ever. Education engrafts a new man on the native stock. So every time you learn something, you're adding to who you already are. And it improves what in his nature was vicious and perverse into qualities of virtue and social worth. God, we don't talk like that anymore, right? That's why we keep learning. We keep trying to do better. We are the result of our thoughts and where we put our energy. And the more we focus on being and taking that arduous path, we are the ones that are gaining that social worth. We have a country to rebuild. We have so many broken people in this country. We need to do our part. And maybe our part is just finding one of those virtues that Benjamin Franklin had and working on that. That's enough. Maybe it's directing our energy to the vision of America that we want to see. Maybe it's a new home, a new life, a new love, a new family, a new pet. You're in charge of that. Nobody can give you that other than you. Now, the morality seemed a little different back in the day, but one of the things that Thomas Jefferson said was the moral sense is innate. We know what's right. We know what's good. We just don't execute it all the time, right? But it must be exercised like a muscle through reading, good company, moral exemplars, and daily practice. This is Thomas Jefferson speaking, right? Listen, there's a quote that I repeated to my nephews on a regular basis. They still had to walk their own path, but I told them, we are known by the company we keep. We the people. Thomas Jefferson. Without the exercise, it grows weak. A republic cannot survive on intelligence alone. It requires citizens who combine learning with virtue, industry, and the habit of doing right even when no one is watching. The same code of morality applies whether a man acts alone or in company with 100 others. I'd like to think we're on the same page. That's a great start. Our founding fathers knew. They knew what it would take. They knew it was more than the documents they crafted and signed. Pardon me. Franklin and Jefferson both understood that America does not improve primarily by better systems imposed from above. We've talked about systems on this show. It improves when more of its people treat the direction of their own attention, energy, and character as non-negotiable daily work. That is how people move forward, one good human at a time. And that is the only scale that has ever worked. Gang, that's beautiful. Now, I wish I have the lyrics. But I want you to listen to this song one more time. Listen to this song, The Best Day Ever. Yeah, I know it's 4 minutes long. It's a long song, but there's a lot jammed into it. Picture your best day ever as she sings this. Here we go.
this is the best day ever. I can feel it flow. My body feels alive. My thoughts move with ease. There's a quiet confidence moving through me. I'm grateful for this moment, grateful for my breath, grateful for the life I live and everything that's next. Every morning meets me with something new. Life keeps unfolding in ways I choose. Good things find me without the chase. Everything aligns when I hold this space. I feel good, I feel steady, I feel grounded and fully ready. Today is my day, everything flows my way. Miracles meet me in the most natural way. This is the best day ever, I can feel it in me. Everything responds to my energy. I'm the luckiest person alive. Everything works out for me. The more I trust this feeling, the more I clearly see. One decision shifts me into a new timeline. I choose who I am and everything aligns. I move with intention, I move with ease. What belongs to me arrives naturally. I don't rush, I don't delay. Life supports me in every way. Every step I take feels guided and right. I move through the day with power and light. I feel calm, I feel certain, I feel open, like life is working. Today is a bright day, everything flows my way. Opportunities find me, I don't need to chase. This is the best day ever. I stand in my energy. Everything responds to the state I embody. I'm the luckiest person alive. I see it everywhere, in every little moment, and how life shows it cares. I move with joy, I move with trust. Everything I need is already with us. I feel guided, I feel free. There's a natural rhythm carrying me. Today is my day, everything flows my way. Miracles show up in the most natural way. This is the best day ever. That's the energy I stay. Everything responds to the stakes I play. Today is my day. Today is my
No, artist, there's no video. I didn't have a chance to do it, but I'm going to have one. I'm going to make one with the lyrics in it for next time. Yeah, Messages in the Water, Dr. Emoto, Masuri Emoto, great work. Love that work. Yeah, that's what this is. That is what this is. You know, we're not waiting for the best day. We're going to make it happen. And yeah, you're going to have bad days. Everybody does. But you got to take that practice serious. I'm talking to myself. I just happen to have you guys here with me. We have to move our people forward. Not just this country, the world is counting on us. We've got to be ready for what comes next. We got to be looking ahead. Yeah. We've got to do it. We've got to do it. Here's let me get back to the Twigs and Toad for just a couple cute things. I don't know where they find this, but Twig and Toad Folk over on TikTok is where I found them. It's kind of small, sorry. But here's some reminders for the week ahead. There is remarkable dignity in eating toast over the sink. Don't be told otherwise. Wise words. We live in a world that contains lightning, jellyfish, and accountants simultaneously. Why are we taking ourselves so serious? Sometimes wisdom arrives disguised as a nap, and sometimes it's just a nap. That's good. Worry is an enthusiastic storyteller, rarely bothered by evidence. Nobody has ever accused pie of bad timing. Now, our friend Kitty Patriot Donna just posted a thing about pie today on X. Love her for that. And remember, if something in your life feels impossible, try embracing a turtle. You know, you got to think different. Like Steve Harvey said, you got to do something different or you're going to get the same thing you already have. And this one I just put on because the last thing is frogs, and I just love that. Here's another reminders for the week. Several important matters have been temporarily postponed by actually living. Crazy talk right there. Please return to the present moment. Someone left it unattended. You can hear the overhead voiceover doing that. Oh my God, that's great. I love that. This is one I live by on the road. A detour is not always a mistake. Ask anyone who has met a goose unexpectedly. Right? An unhurried patch of moss is a perfectly acceptable destination. Be here now. Ram Dass taught us that. 2 more. Sandwiches are often more effective than speculation. Yeah, go make a sandwich. Chill out. Get back in your lane. And finally, the world continues producing frogs free of charge. You are welcome. Come on now. I'm sure they meant the Pepes. We know. Yeah. Anyways. Hope you enjoyed that. All right, let's see. Yeah, we did that already. That's funny. All right. So maybe tomorrow, here's a little challenge. Maybe tomorrow, just give yourself, this is a gift to you. Take 20 minutes. Take 10 if 20 is too much. 30 if you can. And just watch. Just be the observer. Watch where your energy goes. Watch where those thoughts go. Call them back. Get back in your lane. Right? Just 4. Focus, observe, and return to the present. FOR. Focus, observe, and return to the present. Right? We got to prepare our minds. Got to do it. That's how we make the best day ever. That's how we're going to do it. I know it. I believe in you. Yeah, here's some folks to follow and support. I know I'm missing a bunch of them, but these are the folks that I like. All of the cabinet on TikTok. Oh my God, they're hilarious. Go follow those guys. I talked about some of these folks already, like Salty, Pure Joy McCoy with Unified Media. Love that boy and his brother. The movement he has for getting people to run, get physical outside in the sunshine, in the rain, carrying the American flag. I love it. There's some of our friends on here, High Vibration Shift. Of course, we've listened to their music 3 times tonight. Jay Press 1776. He's doing some really great stuff with AI, patriotic TikToks. I know it's AI, but I still like it. And of course, my friend Sandra, Coffee Talk with Sandra. You guys, her and I are going to start a show soon. It was supposed to start tonight, but that didn't happen. Maybe the 19th will be our first show. We'll see. We'll see. Idaho Chick, she's got some good stuff out there as well. She's an Anon out there. Over on X, the usual suspects. Those are just some of the folks that I love to listen to or read, if you will. And then, of course, here on Pilled. Artist, you're in my list here, baby. Coffee Talk with Sandra. She's doing something usually every day. Java, who's our MC for Foxhole Squares on Saturday night. By the way, you gotta come. Come join us on Saturday night. We're doing, is it farming equipment? Ancient tools? Oh crap. Yeah. Anyways, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna talk equipment for Foxhole Squares on Saturday night. It's gonna be so much fun. And there's my friends on Foxhole Squares. Anyways, listen, there they are. There's our friends. We're just wrapping up. We're doing the competitions now to see who the winners for the season are. So it'll be great fun. Come join us. All right. Yeah, you know, because you're here. All right. Listen, God bless America and all who defend her in the past, the present, and the future. If you had the courage to stand up and protect this country through military service or as a first responder, thank you. Thank you for doing that. I didn't do it, but I appreciate that you did. And the other thing that I do is on Fridays, because I do love you veterans, you will always find me with red on Fridays. We wear red on Fridays to remember everyone deployed, because where we go one, we go all. We're in it together. We are in it together. Thank you, Ren. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, artists. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you for joining. All you guys that were lurking, thank you for hitting the red pill and hitting the buttons and doing all the things. You don't know how happy that makes me. Until next time, happy trails. Enjoy this video. I'll see you soon.
What will we do with this moment? How will we be remembered? Look at the opportunities before us.
This election really isn't about the left versus the right. It's about we the people choosing our government and the choice between freedom versus tyranny.
Nobody has a chronic disease burden like we have. Why are we allowing this to happen to our children? Ultimately, the only thing that will save our country is if we choose to love our kids more than we hate each other.
What is going on here is deeper than politics. It is deeply spiritual. We are being called to rise above the hatred and the fear and the evil.
We need to remember above and beyond that we must love our neighbors, that we must treat other people as we hope to be treated.
You want to be a rebel? You want to be a hippie? You want to stick it to the man? Show up on your college campus and try calling yourself a conservative.
America is going to reach heights that it has never seen before. The future is going to be amazing!
Don't you want healthy children? Don't you want a president that's going to make America healthy again?
The sweet emotion raining all over me.
I come to you today as a former Democrat. I will be a first-time Trump voter tonight.
The people dreamed this country, and it's the people who are making America great again.